Danny Hayasaka with Call One and Help Direct, helping people do their business better. So we're sitting here in the Owl Labs Experience Room, and we have the entire team from Owl Labs here that are going to talk to you about their new Meeting Owl 4 and the Charcoal Owl Bar and some of the great options and solutions that are available through Owl Labs. So I'm going to go ahead and allow them to introduce yourself so you can see the technology at work. Go ahead over here.
Hey everyone, my name is LaShawn Moo. I'm a product manager at Owl Labs.
Anthony Papandrea here, channel manager with Owl Labs.
Hey everyone, I'm Bill Smith. I'm a channel account manager here at Owl Labs, and I've been at Owl just over 4 years.
Awesome. So you saw right now the technology actually at work, and so it was able to put everybody's face in frame when they were speaking or facing the direction of either the Owl Bar or the Meeting Owl. So right now I'm facing the Owl Bar, so that's what you're seeing, but I'm going to go ahead and allow them to explain what's happening with all this cool technology.
Awesome. Thanks, Danny. So in the center of the room here we have our new Meeting Owl 4 Plus, and it's wirelessly paired with our Charcoal Owl Bar in the front of the room. So I'm going to let Anthony kind of show off what that looks like, where when Anthony talks to the at-home participants or the monitor, he'll be picked up by the Owl Bar, and then when he turns and talks with me, he'll be picked up by the center of the room, Meeting Owl 4 Plus.
Thank you for that, Bill. So for everyone at home, as Bill was saying, right now I am facing the front of the television, talking to the Owl Bar, and if I were to turn to my left and start addressing Bill here for any type of conversation that we were going to have leading across talking to Danny, the Meeting Owl 4 will automatically switch and pick me up to give the remote participants the best view. And if I start addressing those remote participants at the screen again, within a moment, it'll show them the front of the room view again. And that's the camera switching. And again, these cameras are paired wirelessly together.
So it's always giving that front and center view for the at-home participant, creating the most collaborative face-to-face discussion for the folks at home. Awesome. So I'm going to stand up, and there's two ways to activate the Whiteboard Owl. We can do it in the app, or I can take this little magnet here, and I'm going to flip it around, and this activates the Whiteboard Owl. So now that main frame is going to make me, the writer, transparent, and as I write, let's see if we can get this marker a little darker, and I get out of the way, it's going to saturate the writing so the folks at home can see what's being written while making me still transparent. So what's being seen on the board is easily readable for those folks at home.
Awesome.
Turn off the whiteboard. I'll just do the same thing. I'm going to flip over the magnet, and this will go back to our Meeting Owl 4 and Owl Bar.
Yeah, and so again, you're able to do that way, which is super easy, or you can utilize the Owl Labs app and change that. So what other cool features are available? Because I know there's a ton. There's a ton of features on this thing here.
Yeah, so LaShawn's going to be my Vanna White here and kind of show off the app a little bit, and what I'll do is I'll talk through some of the features. One of the features that we do have in the app is called Presenter Enhance. So this turns the owl into kind of a tracking camera. So a lot of educators or keynote speakers will utilize the Presenter Enhance as they walk around the room, and again, tracking the main speaker. So I can kind of walk freely around the room. My uncle is a teacher in Boston, and he hates standing behind a computer. He likes to move around and teach, and the Presenter Enhance allows him to do that.
We also have the capability of doing lock and zoom, so if you wanted to kind of showcase the entire room, either from the center of the room,
Get a little inception there.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
or you can do it from the front of room bar, so you can kind of see everyone in your kind of conventional setting.
This is what we're used to in a typical meeting.
Yeah.
I know a lot of folks are familiar with this view at Owl Labs. We kind of call this the bowling alley view, where in the bowling alley view we have just the front of the room camera, and then the panoramic strip is coming from the Meeting Owl 4 Plus, and then LaShawn will give us access to both cameras, and then it'll change that view that we had before utilizing both cameras. So now we have, again, both cameras wirelessly paired and utilizing both the front of the room Owl Bar with the Meeting Owl 4 Plus in the center of the room.
So in some organizations they have meeting rooms that have glass walls, and so to avoid the framing of a non-meeting participant, you guys have that ignore zone that you can set up. You can actually ignore me if you wanted to.
Yeah,
ignore
great
me.
point. So we do have, as Danny said, this something called the ignore zone. So what I'm showing here, if you look at the 360-degree pano strip that's at the top, you'll see a region that's grayed out. That is what is being ignored, the section of the video feed that's being ignored. What I can do is shift that ignore zone around. So for instance, if I put it on top of Danny, see if I can get it over him, and I can make it larger, so it will cover up maybe that portion of the room. So now Danny and myself are not going to be picked up, so I will hit that. So as I speak, the center room camera won't pick me up anymore, only the owl bar at the front of the room will pick me up.
Alright, and it's like, let's say Bill or Anthony said something.
Yeah, so now I'm going to speak, and I'll activate the meeting owl 4 at the center of the room.
Yeah, and if I start talking as well, the meeting owl 4 will pick me up over here, even with the ignore zone next to me.
Yeah, what I think the 3 takeaways, before I get into the takeaways, I'll talk about the differences between the 4 and the 3.
Oh, yeah.
The major differences is...
3 up here. Besides the color.
Again, I got another Vanna White, thank you.
Yeah.
We have the meeting owl 3, the gray one right there. The major differences between the 3 and the 4 Plus is you're going to have 4K image quality. You're going to have the option to add a PoE, power over Ethernet adapter. So you'll have the ability to power via USB-C, plugs into your host computer via USB-C. Either the owl bar or the meeting owl is plugged into a host computer. The other just needs to be plugged into power.
Oh, one of the questions that they had asked earlier when we were doing the training, someone had asked about backwards compatibility in terms of can you wirelessly daisy chain 2 meeting owls even if they're not, like an owl 4 and an owl 3?
Yeah, so if you already have a meeting owl 3 in your current space today, you can wirelessly pair the meeting owl 3 with the meeting owl 4 Plus. So it does have that compatibility. The difference is that 3 will have that 1080p image quality, where the 4 Plus, you'll see that difference of the 4K video quality.
So depending on the size, configuration of the room, there are extension mics. Which one am I looking at? Oh. And then this is the charcoal expansion mic for the Meeting Owl 4 Plus.
And the expansion mic will extend the recommended audio range by an additional 10 feet. So that's plugged into the Meeting Owl 3 or the Meeting Owl 4 Plus via HDMI Mini, and then that'll extend the recommended audio an additional 10 feet in the direction of the microphone.
Awesome.
So the 3 takeaways I'd like to bring home with the Meeting Owl 4 Plus is one, it's portable, it's adaptable, it's something you can bring to any space. 2 is that smart technology, that speaker tracking technology, separating the active speakers, and the other is just ease of use. Your ability to plug that into a host computer via USB-C and just start a meeting, making sure that your camera, speaker, and microphone are the Meeting Owl 4 or the Owl Bar, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming in and doing this video demonstration. I think it's a pretty solid solution. It's a BYOD solution, but you can also add it to a computer in the room and have your Teams room or Zoom rooms in there. But whatever you guys need, reach out to us if you have questions about Owl Lab solutions, the Owl Bar, the Meeting Owl. And if you want to try this stuff, again, reach out to us. All our contact information is going to be in the description box below. And as always, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll do our best to make it. Thanks.